One could say I'm a connoisseur of foundations. I love it. I can't help it. So today I'm going to be ranking my top 5 foundations for you. These are the things that I like and I look for in a foundation. So I have created some criteria for these rankings. If they don't perfectly align with what you like, that is totally okay. But I think that pretty much everyone will like these foundations. Has to be medium to full coverage. Has to be good for regular to dry-ish skin. It cannot break up on my nose. It has to be affordable and it has to be long lasting. Those are the top 5 qualities that I look for in every foundation. So let's get started. I'm super excited to show these to you. I am going to be doing these in like least to best, but just know that these are all really good, but I'm saving my most favorite for last. First product is the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. I am completely out of this foundation. I loved it so much. This is what I used every day for work up until like yesterday. I ran out. I think this is just a great overall foundation. I have a little bit left in here, so I'm going to take it on a brush and I'm going to try to do one half of my face with and then one half without so you can see the difference here. This is the more problem side of my face, so it'll be good to show you the coverage here. I wear this foundation every day for work. It is not one of the most full coverage foundations that I have here in the lineup, and that's why it does rank the very last. But for work, for all day wear, I think it is just fine. You can see without and then the with, you have a little bit more coverage. It looks like skin. Your face still looks breathable. It doesn't look cakey. You can still see my blemishes coming through, but that's the skin tint for you. But overall, I think this is a great foundation to wear every day so that your skin can still breathe with it being a skin tint and not look so full coverage, but still be a great looking foundation for all day. The bad thing about this foundation is definitely the packaging. The packaging is absolute trash. I hate it. The tube that connects the top to the rest of the bottle, it broke off a long time ago. So it just, and like once the foundation gets so far down, it won't suck any more foundation up in it. It's just awful. The packaging is just absolutely awful, but the product inside is really good. Next is this Hard Candy Glamouflage Full Coverage Foundation. I also like this foundation for work because it is so long lasting, and I wanted to choose it in the lineup today because it's from Walmart, so it's definitely affordable. And I don't feel like a lot of people talk about Hard Candy. I used to love it back in the day, like when I was first really getting into makeup, and I would just go all out on Hard Candy, and it's still really good. This foundation looks incredible on the skin. The applicator is amazing, so much better than the L'Oreal True Match. The coverage is even better. You can still see my blemishes, but nothing like the skin tint. It has just a nice natural glow to it. You can see my without, and then with, it almost just kind of looks like a skin tint. It just looks like your skin, but better, honestly. It is long wearing. I just really like this foundation for just the simple reason that it looks really natural on my skin. Next is this Tear foundation. Everyone and their mama has seen this. You know about it. You've heard about it. It is a cushion foundation. I believe it's maybe a Korean skincare brand. I don't know, or like a makeup brand. I don't know. I got it in Ulta. It looks like this. I even like this little puff that it comes with. This one does, however, not really fit the affordability category because it is more expensive than the rest. I think this was like $20 something compared to the rest that were under 20. It doesn't rank very well for that, but in the other categories, it still shines and is wonderful. My most favorite thing about this foundation is that a little bit goes a long way. You can dab in once in your puff and cover like most of your face. I really like that. So I feel like even if this is more expensive, you're still gonna have this a little bit longer because it does go so far. You can see that the product is not necessarily very full coverage. I would say it's more on the medium side, and all of these foundations are very buildable. So if I wanted to, I could go over my problem areas again. And I would say this Tear foundation is probably one of the most natural looking on my nose compared to the rest. It really just blends right into my nose. That is such a problem area for me. It doesn't ever look cakey. It just looks a little bit more natural, and I really like this foundation. It's just a different formula and just something different that I wanted to incorporate in this ranking because it's not your typical like pump foundation. Next, I really love these. I have two of them. They're different week-ish. So it's the Maybelline Super Stay foundations. I absolutely love these. They almost rival my #1 spot, but these hold a special place in my heart because I wear these when I go to Disney and they stay on my face in the Florida heat. I don't ever get like sweat drip lines, you know what I'm talking about. It just, you know, I sweat on my upper lip. I don't ever have any issues with my foundation coming off there. They're just amazing. I don't have any bad things to say about these. Now they are a little different though. So this is the Maybelline Super Stay 30 Hour Lumi Matte. And then this is the OG, just the Maybelline Super Stay 30 Hour Foundation. Either one, they're basically the same thing. You can even mix and match. I doubt you'll even be able to tell. This is a little bit more luminous than this one. I remember loving these a long time ago, years and years ago, when I was, again, getting into makeup, figuring out I loved it, and I knew back then that I loved it, and I've stuck with it this many years. I'm just going to just choose one. This is the Lumi Matte. You can see the instant coverage that it gives. It is absolutely amazing. This foundation is super buildable. It obviously lasts a long time. It looks good with a brush. It looks good with a sponge. Even though this gives you a really good coverage, you're not getting something that looks super harsh too much on your skin. It just looks very natural still, but very full coverage. Not to mention that the pumps for these, I love a good pump. It's just great. Every foundation should have a pump. I'm just saying, that would be the best. Last but not least is the NYX Make 'em Wonder foundation. I did just review this, I think, like not too long ago. It is my newest foundation and I absolutely love this. This also wears really good in the Disney Florida heat, humidity. I wore this in Vegas too in the dry heat. It's so good. It's just a great overall foundation. The Maybelline Super Stay, it just holds a special place in my heart. It's got sentimental value because of all the things that I've worn them for, all the years that I've worn them. But this one is like your new favorite child, you know? like they're good in their own ways. They're just special to you, but I don't know. It really is a toss up between the two, honestly. But like this one still has new, like a new on it. So I just really like it. I don't love the applicator. Like, I wish this was a pump. I don't understand this situation, but that's the only thing. That's my only like gravel towards it. I think this covers about the same, maybe a tad bit better than the Super Stay. You can see that I really don't need much more coverage on my problem areas. I definitely would because that's just me and I just like to, I go a little overboard, but you really don't need to. If you have perfect skin, this would just be, you can even use a light layer and be absolutely fine. Again, with the naturalness it looks on your skin, but you still get that full coverage. It's just so good. This looks good with a brush, looks good with a sponge. It's very long lasting. I cannot say enough good things about this or the Super Stay. If you take one thing away from this video, please take some money and go to Ulta and buy the NYX Make 'em Wonder foundation or the Maybelline Super Stay. If you have not tried the Maybelline Super Stay, it's an OG, highly recommend. I can't remember the last time I used a NYX foundation, but this, amazing. It might even be cheaper than the Super Stay. I don't know though, don't quote me on that. You know what, I'm gonna show you how good these look. So I'm gonna do NYX and Super Stay, mixing my two absolute favorite foundations together. Here's an up close look of my face. You can just see how beautiful these two foundations are together. They are just an absolute dream. There's no emphasis on any of my fine lines. Just looks really good on my nose even. I don't feel like I even really need any more coverage down here. You can still see my freckles peeking through, so it's not like so full coverage that you can tell like, man, she's wearing foundation. Still looks like your skin, still looks breathable, very beautiful finish, literally no complaints. Let me know if any of you have tried these foundations. Do you have a foundation that is not in my top 5, that is in your top 5 or your top too. Let me know what those are because I love foundations and I want to try them all. So let me know what you got for me down in the comments. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you found it helpful, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye!